What up, everybody? Tommy here with my very first pick in the women's division for dark horse athletes that could make it through to Aromas. And up first is Freyova. Name doesn't ring a bell? Well, make a note because mark my words, you will need to know that name soon. The 25-year-old fittest woman in Slovakia could be the next big European superstar in the women's division. In 2018, she just narrowly missed the games by finishing 7th in Europe, but she showed up in a big way to start the 2019 season at the Dubai CrossFit Championships, where she finished 4th, beating out 12 other eventual games qualifiers and going into the final event in contention to win in one of the deepest sanctional fields we've seen to date. She backed that up this season by making the podium in Dubai, finishing 2nd behind only Sarah Sigmundsdottir and beating out Sam Briggs and 2019 bronze medalist Jamie Green. Freyova showed some clear signs of rookie jitters at the games, taking 58th place in the first cut, only to rebound with 3 straight finishes of 15th or better and came up just short of making it through the weekend. The most promising aspect for Freyova is that she's made some drastic improvements in the online formats as well, finishing 12th and 9th respectively worldwide the last 2 seasons, and she'll get to do this first portion in the same location, her home affiliate, where she's finished 3 open workouts in the top 10 worldwide the last 2 seasons. Keep your eyes peeled. If wall balls, rowing, and maybe some grunt work show up, it's very possible that we could see Freyova kind of crack the top 5 and maybe even, as bad as it sounds, shut out the American women and have an all-international top 5 going to Aromas. My second dark horse pick for the women's side is a former Teenage Games podium finisher and a young woman who was on an absolute tear through the sanctional circuit before COVID shut things down, and it's the 4-time fittest woman in Poland, Gabriella Migala. Migala qualified for the 2019 games, but may have been one of the biggest letdowns of the women's division as one of her big weaknesses showed up in the first cut workout. Migala struggled with the legless rope climbs and exited after only 1 turn on the competition floor, but she has since shored up that weakness and showed she's one of the torchbearers for the future of the women's division in the sport. After a career best 17th place finish worldwide in the Open this year, Migala went on the offensive for the first half of the sanctionals calendar, racking top 5 finishes in 3 different events from December through February. She started with an extremely impressive 4th place finish in a loaded Dubai field, finishing all 11 events in 8th place or better. She kept the ball rolling over in London by taking 2nd place at Strength and Depth before winning the Norwegian CrossFit Championship. Migala is just 21 years old. That means she has a ton of time left to improve and develop her career. But her age, coupled with her improvements in the Open and some strong sanctionals finishes, means it's only a matter of time before she's a household name, and she's absolutely someone to keep your eye on moving forward. All right, we are down to our 6th and final athlete for our dark horse picks to make it to Aromas, and the last pick for the women's division, and it is the reigning and defending Irish national champion Emma McQuaid. Out of all the women on this list, McQuaid might be the athlete with the most experience, despite only having 1 CrossFit Games appearance under her belt. A 4-time individual regional athlete, McQuaid came painstakingly close to qualifying multiple times under the old system, finishing in the top 10 at the Meridian and Europe Regional 3 times. In 2019, she finally broke through as the national champion for Ireland, and she had a very strong showing in Madison, finishing 20th overall, 1 point ahead of our other dark horse pick, Freyova. The single biggest factor supporting McQuaid's chances in making it through to the next round is just how good she is in the online competition format across her career. 5 straight years she's finished inside the top 20 worldwide in the Open, and 2020 was her best year yet. Her 7th place finish to start this season was highlighted by her first career Open workout win as she took down the top spot and $2,020 in 20.1. The 30-year-old from Belfast also made the podium at the Filthy 150 to kick off the sanctional system back in 2019. And if we see programming show up more in line with what we see in the Open, but with an added spice factor for the top athletes, it's very well that McQuaid could be taking a trip across the pond come October. That does it for all of my dark horse picks. What are your dark horse picks? Add them down in the comments below. And up next, I've got some videos detailing the biggest winners and the biggest losers as a result of the announcement that we're gonna have an online portion for a format to qualify for the CrossFit Games in Aromas. To stay up to date with all of our games coverage, head on over to morningchalkup.com.